Good morning. You're tuned in to The Morning Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. It is now time for the local musician spotlight. And in the studio with us this morning is Magnolia Mile. Every single week, we put 3 artists, bands up on our Facebook page, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And you out there as listeners can go to our Facebook page and vote on the band that you'd like to have on the spotlight on Friday mornings about this same time. And I think this is our 4th week. I think we've had 3 artists already. Is that correct, Carrie? 5. This is our 5th one. All right. Time flies by. All right. This is our 5th band that we've had on, or artist. And Magnolia Mile is on this morning. And there's, how many band members do you have, Jesse?
5. We have 5 band members.
5 band members. Mm-hmm. 5 band members. Now, y'all were performing a few nights ago down there at Union Station Brewing Company, weren't you? Didn't you say they were performing when we stopped by the other night? Yeah. Out there in the back in the garden.
We had a show at Hobo's out in the back in the beer garden. It was a beautiful night. We had a great crowd, and it was our first time ever performing back there. We've been inside, in the tap room several times over the past year, but we just loved it. We had a great time.
All right. Magnolia Mile. So how did y'all come up with that name, Jesse?
Well, it was kind of a group effort. We kind of talked about it. But the main factor was where we like to practice at our studio is on Magnolia Street. And we all lived, at that time, the members that were in it, about a mile from each other. So we just kind of kicked around. That's
right off South Broad Street there?
Yeah, kind of near the park down there. But we just kicked around a lot of names, and that's the one that stuck.
Okay, Magnolia Mile. 5 band members. Who's in your band?
So we have Rob Young.
Tell me what they do in the band, instrument or sings or whatever.
Do you want to talk about what you do? All right, we're going to hand it off to Rob.
Rob.
I'm Rob Young. I play guitar and sing. I started with the Gypsies, or it was the Gypsies at the time. The band name has changed. Playing tambourine and singing because I didn't know how to play guitar.
But you do now?
I do now.
You do now?
I do.
So when did you pick up a guitar? How old were you?
A little bit in high school.
A little bit in high school.
And then I guess I was 30. At 30.
When you got serious about it?
When I got serious.
All right.
When I needed to do more
Atkins, instructions or?
No, kind of
That's what we did with
self-taught.
my age. We ordered this Chet Atkins instruction book, and you learn the chords. So how'd you learn?
Chord books. We had a band member at the time who kind of led me through some basics and helped me learn the rhythm and went from there.
Okay. All right. Up next. Yeah, introduce yourself.
I'm Carson Johnson, and I play the bass in the band and do a little bit of backup singing too.
Okay. Play the bass.
Yep.
Just hit them low notes.
That's it. That's me.
All right. That's you, huh?
Uh-huh.
And next up.
I'm Tim Pye. I play rhythm, lead, and vocals also. I'm the newbie to the group.
You're the newbie.
Yeah,
so
I'm the newbie.
how many months is newbie?
Well, started kind of back in January, and they kind of just formally put me in last month.
Did they kick somebody out and put you in because they didn't like the other person, or?
No, just kind of started filling in a group.
You just started filling in.
Yeah,
All right, they started to make a quintet instead of quartet, huh?
Yeah. We actually have a lot of special guests every time we play. It could be 2, 3, 4 people every single time, and it's we just love it. It just adds a whole different feel. So I kind of just stuck around.
And it's one thing I have found out. This being my 5th interview with our local musician spotlight going on for the last 5 weeks, is band members play in different bands. They may play as a solo, a duo, a trio, a full band. Might have a couple playing here and a couple playing there. It's amazing how y'all just kind of bounce around to help other musicians out.
Yeah, we do. We've actually got a really tight thing we've got going between us to where we've stuck just with us because we're trying to improve this sound so much and influence each other. To hear these guys beforehand and to see the motions that they've gone through all the years and to see the sound that comes out of them now is absolutely amazing. It really is.
And how would you describe your sound? You're saying you're working on your sound with Magnolia Mile.
It's very, very eclectic. It's all over the place. We can range from bluegrass to country.
Kind of like my morning radio show.
Rock.
It's all over the place.
It is, yeah. But it's the beauty of it all is that it can touch everybody. Everybody's got a little taste of everything in them, so why not hit all those points?
Right.
So we really just kind of, we have our own niche because we do a lot of originals. And
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah, we've got several that we're working on.
Who's the songwriters?
I'm one of them. Rob's one. Jesse, and Carson's one of them.
Timmy,
Yeah.
and of course, Greg's next.
Yeah, Greg.
Okay, Greg's
Yeah.
next. Okay, Greg's next. All right, Greg is the senior citizen of the group.
That's right. Yeah, I think they brought me on just to move equipment, and then they found out my back was bad. So.
Well, I got a bad back too. That's the reason why I have to have other people do other stuff, you know.
Right. Well, I'm Greg Young, and if the name sounds familiar, I'm Rob Young's father. And they asked me to join the band about 3 years ago, and I was thrilled to do it.
All right.
And the thing I like about the band is that we are of all different ages. And if you look at, we're almost in age order at the table here. Rob's in his 30s, you know, and then we've got Carson and Jesse and Timmy and me all the way up into our 60s. And I would like to give a shout out to my wife's brother, Steve. It's his birthday today. He's 70. And he, I guess you would say, is the first musician in the family. He plays saxophone.
And what's his name again?
Steve McPherson.
McPherson. Is he from here?
He's from Alabama, but
He's from Alabama.
He's,
That's why I don't know him, because I'll
checking
be
out-
turning 70 this year. So I was
Yeah.
gonna say, is that a classmate name? No, I don't remember him.
Yeah, we're hoping to welcome him as a member of the community here in the next few months.
All right. I see you got a T-shirt on with a group from our generation.
Right.
Chicago.
Yep. Does anybody know what time?
Time
Really
it
know
is.
what time it is?
Not
right?
really.
Right. I thought it was funny you were talking about Chet's guitar course, and I was thinking about the line from Ray Stevens' Guitar Zen. He ordered
I
Chet's
love that,
guitar
man.
course, COD, makes A and W and R&B, and me and the chimpanzee agree that one day soon he'll be a celebrity.
That's right. Love Ray Stevens. Love Ray Stevens, you know, from Guitar Zen, you know, to the one about the Shriners. Then, of course, the Streak in the 70s. You know, Ray Stevens, a great entertainer. Great entertainer. And what do you play there, Greg?
I play keyboard, do a little bit of vocals, and sometimes get the trumpet out.
Oh, you do? Sometimes bring out the brass, huh?
Right.
All right. Sounds good. And so is music, all of y'all been part of your life, most of it, let's say from high school on up? They're all shaking their heads. Yeah.
So my family, I come from some musicians. They played in church bands and stuff. So my brother was a drummer, and that's kind of where I started thinking that I wanted to be, because he was my older brother. So of course I wanted to do everything he did. But yeah, I kept going with it. And then when I turned 30, a friend of mine bought me a drum, a djembe. It's like an African hand drum. And that's really what launched me back into it. And so
You play that with your hands? Mm-hmm. Oh, just like you see, you know, the big drum that comes up that's wider at the top
Right.
at the bottom. You
Right.
just banged on that. Mm-hmm. How old were you?
this was when I was 30.
30, so you didn't
that's
bother
when
your parents with it, so you're on your own.
Right, I was on my own then. But yeah, so I started playing that, and I really just had a desire to make music and get with other people. So where Cafe Euro used to be, which is where Union Station is now, me and an artist friend of mine, Jonna Eden, we started a group, a little artist get together, and that kind of pulled in some musicians from the area, and so that's where I met Ian Short. He and I originally first started playing in a band together, and then we brought in Carson, but members have come and gone since then, but that was sort of my origin of wanting to play music.
Okay. And then you got your drum set. I mean, you get that, you know, surprise if a person sat there and said, now, pick out the drummer of these 5 people. Would people pick you? Or
Not always.
Not always.
Not
You don't
always.
see that female drummer back there much.
Yeah, not many drumming grandmas out there, but I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
Okay. All right. So Magnolia Mile in here this morning. How often do y'all practice?
We do at least once a week usually, but when we get close to a show, if we've got a lot of new material, we'll try twice a week leading up to that. But, you know, it takes a lot of time, and then, you know, that's not including what we might do on our own to practice and get ready.
Right.
We actually practice while we're playing on stage.
That too.
We'll just see where it goes.
You see where it goes. You know, you make a mistake, you make a mental note of it. You don't say anything about it, but you try to
turn
make it
down
better
a
next
little bit
time.
next
Yeah. Yeah, you got to fix your face. That's the main thing. Don't make a face when you
Don't make a
mistake.
face when you make it. Don't criticize. Oh, I should have hit that. That was the wrong note.
They were always getting on to me early on. I would make a face when I hit a wrong chord.
Are you would, Rod?
Yeah, Jeff said, "Man, you can't do that."
Yeah.
They don't know.
They don't know. They don't know. You're just having a good
Face,
time.
Rob, face.
There's no critics out there. They're just people there to enjoy. All right. So we've got a selection here this morning from y'all that y'all sent Carrie, and I've got it right here. Tell us what this song is and what it's about, and who wrote it, if it's an original.
This is an original. This one I wrote. It's called "Taking on Leaving." It's
Taking
about
what now?
Taking on leaving.
Taking on leaving.
It's kind of like you're taking on a burden of doing something that's really difficult.
Oh, okay.
So it's about a breakup. And the first version of the song was super one-sided, and I played it for my wife, and she said, "What about her?" So we went in and we rewrote it and added a second verse, and then Jessie kind of did that, did what she does with music and made it her own for the second verse. So there's the first verse is the kind of the male part, second verse is the female response, and then the third verse is kind of both setting on their way and taking on leaving.
Taking on leaving. A lot of leaving songs out there on the radio, especially in country. But let's see what we got here. And Taking on Leaving, and this is Magnolia Mile here on WIFO-FM Jesup.
I seek my solace in burning pasture, the trail of sorrow I leave behind, the trail of sorrow I leave behind.
Try to hide. You better move on. Don't turn around unless you're ready to head on down. So you go on, you search for shelter, some trick to feel that void inside. Seek a stranger to bear your burden, and so burn.
I'll seek a stranger to bear my burden. It's over, we'll find a fly. It's over, we'll find a fly. It's over, we'll
Magnolia Mile here on WIFO-FM Jesup on Local Musician Spotlight here on this Friday morning. And y'all were telling me how this song came together. We talked about it beforehand, but y'all said that y'all, either one of y'all, talked about how you recorded it a little slower than you play it on the stage, right?
Yeah, so sometimes when you're on stage, the energy of the crowd and a little bit of nerves, you'll sometimes play things a little bit faster. And so this song is, on this recording that you just heard, a little slower than we always play it normally, but I think it works great both ways. This way you really get to hear all the guitar parts and all the different parts really come together.
You know, a good song. I'm sure people are enjoying it.
Well,
hearing y'all
we're
live.
super excited having it played on the radio. This means a lot that you guys are supporting local music. Our town has so many talented people. We just thank you guys so much for doing this and making this happen for all of us. It's super exciting.
Where's y'all's next gig?
We don't actually have one lined up right
Nothing
now.
lined up right now. You're unemployed, huh?
We've been
Gee.
so busy. I know, it's a musician's curse, right?
Still in the recording phase right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
you're in the recording phase. We're in the creative stage
We
right now.
are.
Ain't got no gigs.
We are. Well, we want to come up with some new originals and some new material, and that takes time. So we love those times where we can just enter that creative space and let something new come out, you know.
Okay. And let's say there's someone out there listening who would like to have y'all play somewhere. How do they get in contact with Magnolia Mile?
We have a Facebook and an Instagram, The Magnolia Mile, so they can reach out to us there, and we're pretty good about answering messages on that. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Magnolia Mile here, a local band here in Jesup with Rob Young, Jesse Brandon, who you just heard speaking, Carson Silky Johnson. Where did Silky come from?
Silky.
It came from the Chappelle Show. So there's a character on there named Silky Johnson. He's the player hater of the year.
Oh yeah.
2016. Since my last name is Johnson.
It just stuck.
Silky bass
And he
lines.
plays silky
Yeah.
bass lines.
So he plays that bass real silky, man.
Yeah,
Smooth. I am smooth.
Exactly.
And then Greg Young on keyboards, Timmy Pye on lead guitar, Magnolia Mile here. We enjoyed having y'all on here this morning. I'm glad that y'all was this week's top vote-getting artist. And we'll put 3 new artists back up on Monday, and people will vote on our Facebook page Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And next Friday, we'll have somebody else in here on our local musician spotlight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for all the support from everybody out there. We've
Okay.
had so much love coming from all this.
Okay? Y'all take care. And good luck with your creativity and your performances.
Thank you.
All right. WIFO-FM Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. And, of course, this was Magnolia Mile in this morning here on Big Dog Country Radio with the local musician spotlight. And let's hear from our sponsors, if I can find them here, and put them on. Our local musician spotlight is sponsored by Union Station Brewing Company, Misty's Pharmacy, American Steel Buildings, Watermelon Gumballs, and England's Collision Center. And let's hear from some of these guys this morning, our sponsors here, on the local musician spotlight here on WIFO.
When it comes to auto body repairs and glass replacements, trust the experts at England's Collision Center and Mobile Glass in Jesup. Whether you've been in a fender bender or need a windshield replacement, England's has the experience and expertise to get your vehicle back on the road in no time. Plus, with their convenient mobile glass service, England's Collision Center can come to you, making the repair process even more convenient and hassle-free. Don't let auto body damage or a cracked windshield slow you down. Visit England's located at 586 Southwest Broad Street or give them a call at 912-588-9922. England's Collision Center and Mobile Glass, serving Wayne County for over 25 years. Proud sponsor of the WIFO Local Musician Spotlight.
Are you in need of a durable, reliable, and cost-effective building solution? Look no further than American Steel Buildings in Jesup, Georgia. With American Steel Buildings, you can trust that you're getting a high-quality product at a great price. Call Chad Burke at American Steel Buildings in Jesup, Georgia today at 912-294-2011 or visit our website at americansteelbuildingsllc.com.
Get ready to satisfy your cravings at Watermelon Gumballs, Georgia's only dessert palace. From the imagination of a 5-year-old boy straight to your taste buds. Indulge in a delightful array of ice cream flavors, tantalizing candies, and delectable treats. Whether you're in the mood for a classic scoop of ice cream or a whimsical gumball creation, we've got something for everyone. Visit us Wednesday through Sunday from noon to 8 p.m. and treat yourself to a taste of pure happiness. Come on down to Watermelon Gumballs, located at 298 West R Street in Jesup, and let your sweet dreams come true.
Misty's Pharmacy, located in the heart of downtown Jesup, just across from the train depot, has everything you want in a local pharmacy. We offer a drive-through for your convenience, free in-town delivery service, not to mention an amazing staff with smiling faces to greet you when you come inside. While inside, you can browse our gift section. In our fast-paced world, everyone wants things quickly, so we strive to keep your wait time low. I'm Misty, and I would love for you to give us a chance to get to know your name. With us, it's personal.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Hey y'all, it's Jonathan Wheat from Union Station Brewing Company, Wayne County's first and only brewery. We do a lot of firsts around here. We built Jesup's first beer garden, built the first indoor axe throwing facility, host open mic nights, taproom yoga, and of course, we're the first family-friendly place to grab amazing craft beer. We're proud to sponsor the local musician spotlight, many of whom have performed here already. Keep an eye out for future dates with some of these great artists. We're located at 106 Southwest Broad Street in Jesup, down by the tracks. Union Station Brewing Company. Craft beer just got better.